Hey all, so 2.1b lesson, we are adding integers using a number line. So we just learned about chips and tiles in 2.1a, and now we're going to extend that to using a number line. Okay, so placing 4 on a number line and labeling it A would be there. -4 would be here. -15 would be here. 7 would be here. 18 is down here. And -19 is right down here. Okay, so I just place those on the number line. And then you might see a number line vertically as well. It runs the same way. So A is going to be -20. B is -17. That's down here. C is 7. $13 is right here. -6 is right down here. And then 19 is up here. Okay, so it's very important with those two examples that you understand everything positive is either going to be to the right of 0 or above 0, and anything negative is going to be to the left of 0 or down below 0. All right, number 3 says, in relation to 0, how did you locate 7 on a number line? Okay, so you're going to move 7 units right or up on a number line. -15, that would be you move 15 units left or down on a number line. Okay, now positive and negative numbers, just to nutshell it, exactly what we just spoke a minute ago. So positive numbers are to the right of 0. And negative numbers are to the left of 0. Okay, now as we stated before, that's if the number line is a horizontal line. Okay, now if it's vertical, positive numbers would be above 0, negative numbers would be below 0. Okay, all right, next page. Next page, so we're going to show, we're going to get in the habit of circling operations. The operation is this addition sign. Okay, that little negative is a negative on the 5. It's not a minus sign. Okay, so the negative is not an operation, the plus sign is. Okay, and that's not a positive, that's a -5 plus 4. All right, so now on a number line, okay, we're going to do this one as an example. So notice that this is an example, and then we'll go ahead and try a couple on our own. Okay. All right. Whenever you add on a number line, you always start at 0. So we're starting at 0, and we're going to go left 5 units because it says to go negative. Remember, negatives are to the left of 0. And then from that point, we're going to go to the right positive 4 units. We land at -1. Okay, so that's what that says there. Now relating it back to chips. Okay, shaded chips, let's think of those as negatives, remember, and unshaded chips are positives. So we've got 5 negative chips and 4 positive chips. You can think about these 0 pairs canceling each other, and you're left with -1. Okay, so why don't you go ahead and pause me and try try number 6, try number 6, try number 7, and then check yourself with me. Okay. All right, so we're adding on a number line. That means we start at 0. We're going to go 7 to the right, and then we're going to go 3 to the left. Okay, I'm landing at 4 here. Okay, so 7 plus -3. Sometimes you see those parentheses around it. Okay, sometimes you don't, sometimes you do. Either way, it's the same. You're going to end up at 4. Okay, now for chips, we've got 7 positives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and you can make them square or circular. It doesn't matter. Okay, and then I've got my 3 negatives. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now 0 pairs. Take care of those. 1, 2, 3. Those go away. And we're left with 4 positive chips. Okay, so 7 plus -3 equals 4. Okay, so explain how the number line and chip models are related. Okay, I hope that you can tell the 0 pairs in both models. That's super important to see. So you see the 0 pairs kind of in this overlapping area, and then you see the 0 pairs in this overlapping area. So it's very important to look for that overlap, okay, because that's going to help you get to your answer. Okay, so both models produce the same answer or sum, and show 0 pairs. Okay, whoops, I need to push that up. Okay, both models produce the same sum and show 0 pairs. Let me get this out of the way here. There. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show how to do number 8, and then I'll have you guys pause me and try number 9 by yourself. So again, we're adding on a number line, starting at 0. We're going to go down 3, and then from that down 3, we're going to go another down 9. Okay, I'm ending up here at -12. Okay, so that's equal to -12. Okay, go ahead and pause me and then try number 9. Click back on when you're done. Okay, starting at 0, we're going to go down 4. And then we're going to go down another 4. So I'm landing here at, I think I went a little far, but -8. Okay, so that's equal to -8. All right, you go ahead, pause me, and I want you to try the next 3 problems. Try 10, 11, and 12, and then click back on to see if you got the answers correctly or not. Okay, so we're adding on this problem, which means we start at 0. We're going to go to 6, and then we're going to go back to the left 6. We land at 0. This is equal to 0. This guy, addition on the number line, start at 0. We're going to go left 9. From that, we're going to go right 8. We land at -1. Okay, this guy, start at 0. Go right 20. It's a big one. From there, since we're adding on a number line, from there we're going to go left 8. and then we land at 12. Okay? Next thing we're going to look at is a little word problem with these. So that's going to take us to number 13 here. All right, we'll try one together, number 13, and then you can pause me and try 14. Okay, so directions say, use a number line to model the situation, answer the question in the context. Okay, it's very important to explain what that means. Write an addition expression to show the sum. Okay, an osprey bird flies off the ground and reaches 35 feet above a river when he sees a trout. He then dives down 37 feet down to get the trout. How many feet below the water does he end up? Okay, so we're going to start at 0. He goes up to 35 feet. Okay, and then he's going to go down 37 feet. Okay, so he's ending up right here at -2. Okay, so your answer with the context, you're not going to say the answer is -2. You're going to say the osprey is 2 feet below the surface of the water. The osprey is 2 feet below the surface of the water. Okay, so that's what it means to write an answer to the question in the context of the problem. Okay, all right, and then write an addition expression. So we had up 35 plus a -37. Okay, so there's that addition expression, and then that equals the -2. Okay, go ahead and pause me and give number 14 a shot on your own. Check me when you're done with it. Okay, when the stoplight turned green, Zach increased his speed to 47 miles per hour. He then saw a sign and increased his speed by 18 miles per hour in order to drive the exact speed limit. What is the speed limit of the road Zach is driving on? So we're going to start at 0. All right, so 47 miles per hour. That's our first. We got to go positive up to 47. These are really teeny tiny marks there. So to 47. And then he accelerates more by 18. So that's going to be right there at 65. Okay, so again, in the context of the problem, the speed limit is 65 miles per hour. Please do not say the answer is 65 or just write a 65 in there or 65 mph. Okay, in the context of the problem, you need to talk about the speed limit. All right. 47 plus 18 equals 65 is the addition expression to show the sum. Okay. All right, the next two are exactly the same, but instead of these vertical number lines, we're going to have some horizontal ones. Okay. All righty, number 15. You walk 3 miles from your house to the store. At the store, you meet up with a friend and walk with her 2 miles back towards your house. How far are you both from your house now? All right, so we're going to go ahead and start at 0. And we're going to go to 3. It's the first statement there. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now 2 miles back towards the house is going to be to there. Okay, so we're landing 1 mile. So in the context, I am 1 mile away from my house. Okay, and then the expression would be 3 plus -2 equals 1. Okay, go ahead and pause and give number 16 a shot and then check your answer out. Okay, you ride your bike 12 miles and then get a flat tire. You turn around and walk the bike back 4 miles before your mom is able to pick you up. How far are you from the house when your mom picks you up? All right, so we're going to go from 0 and we're going to go 12 miles. Okay, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to go back 4 miles. Okay, I am at 8. Okay, so I am 8 miles from where I started. 12 plus -4 equals 8 would be the addition expression. Okay, all right, that's number 16. Okay, now the next page has us practicing, and again, I think the circle the operation seems silly right now because they're all plus signs here. Okay, but we're going to get into subtraction in the next couple days, and it's a much different process. So to alert your eyes to that operation to start is key, okay? All right, circle the operation you're going to perform. We did that. Model each integer addition exercise with chips or tiles on the left, and then with a number line on the right, record the sum. Okay, 8 plus 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, now these are not zero pairs, they're all positives. So we just count them all up and we get 17. Okay, now to put it on a number line, starting at 0, again, we're adding. We're going to go to 8, and then from 8, we're going to go 9 more. And I'm landing at 17. Okay, go ahead and pause me and give 18 through 21 a shot, and then turn me back on to see, compare answers. 7 plus -2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's a negative. There's a negative. Okay, now 0 pairs. Boom, boom. My answer is 5 positive tiles. Starting at 0, I'm going to go to 7. And then I'm starting from there and I go left 2. And I'm at 5. Okay, this guy, -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 0 pairing out. A positive and a negative makes nothing, so throw those out. And I've got 1 positive tile left over. Let's see if we get the same with the number line. Starting at 0, we're adding on a number line. Left 5, because it's -5. Right 6. So I'm landing at 1. Okay. Put that down a bit. There we go. All right, this guy, 9 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are my 9 negatives. 4 positives. There are my 0 pairs. I've got 5 negatives left over. Starting at 0, I'm going to go to -9. And then I'm going to go to the right 4, which ends up at -5. All right, that last one. 6 negatives. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 negatives. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. None of these are 0 pairs because they're all negatives, so we count them all up. And there are 14 negatives. Okay, addition on the number line. Starting at 0, left 6, and then another left 8. Lands me right there. Okay, all right, you can answer the one that you prefer. You need to know both methods for a quiz or a test in this class. I find most people prefer the chips, but doesn't matter which one you prefer. Okay, you can have a preference for sure, but you will definitely need to be able to do both for a quiz or a test in here. Okay. All right, last page. Circle the operation. Draw a chip, tile model, or a number line. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do chips. Chips are a little quicker for me. Okay, so I've got a -1 and a +1. Those are 0 pairs. They go away and they make nothing. Okay, let me make sure I'm aware that I am adding on all these. I'm putting chips in. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 positives. Here are some 0 pairs. And I've got 4 positive tiles left over. All right, I got 3 numbers on this one, 9 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4 positives. Okay, let me go ahead and get rid of 0 pairs. Here's a 0 pair. Here's a 0 pair. 0 pair. 0 pair. And I've got a bunch of negative tiles left over. And if I count them all up, I've got 12 negatives. Okay. All right. Now this guy, put in nothing and then add in another -9. So I'm putting in nothing and then I'm putting in 9 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And my answer is that 9 negatives. Okay. A couple more. Okay, 27 and 28, first draw a chip, model, or number line, then write an expression to answer the word problem and simplify. Write your answer in context using a complete sentence. Okay, in the first half of a trivia game, Lila scored 8 points. In the second half, she scored -3 points. What is her final score? Okay, so 8 points. That's a positive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. And then 3 negatives. And then her final score, these are 0 pairs. 5 positive would be her final score. So let's make sure 8 plus -3, yes, that equals 5. Okay, now in a sentence using the context, Lila's final score is 5 points. Okay, see if you can do this last word problem just like we just did this number 27. See if you can do 28, pause me, and then come back on. Okay, Clayton had a score of -7 points in a game. He then answered questions correctly for 3 points. What is his final score? Okay, so 7 negatives. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 positives. Got some 0 pairs here. So I'm looking at 4 negatives. Okay, so our expression here would be -7 negatives plus 3 positives. We end up with 4 negatives. So Clayton's final score was -4 points. Okay, that's a wrap for lesson 2.1b. Thanks, guys.